Hello, welcome to Women's Financial Empowerment Group. I'm your host, Ruth Agbeloso. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. If this is your first time, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Please go ahead and like, share, do all those wonderful things. Oh, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know whenever I upload a new video. On this channel, I discuss all things financial, so you're going to want to come back over and over to hear what I have in store for you. I am a financial coach, and it's my job to help you get from point A to point B in your financial journey. So if you think that financial coaching may be right for you, please go ahead and see my information in the description box, and let's figure out whether or not we'd be a right fit to work together. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some important money conversations that every couple should have when considering marriage. So let's get right into it. When most people get married, they're not thinking that they will have difficulties that will lead them to divorce. Marriage is meant to be a long-term situation. Unfortunately, a lot of marriages end due to money issues and lack of communication. So I hope that today's video will help you to know what things you should speak about before you get married. And if you're not getting married, but you know someone who is, go ahead and share with them this video so that they can get this advice as well. The first money conversation that I would recommend is talking about your family history with money. Did your family lack the funds needed to be able to pay for certain things? Did they live in poverty? Did your mom have a different ideal than your dad? Was there a lot of fights about money? Was there one parent that was a spender, another one a saver? Was your family overall frugal? All these things are important things to talk about before you get married so that you can see each other's background and figure out what needs to be fixed, if there's anything can be fixed about how you think about money. The next one is talking about your personal history with money. How have you been with spending your money? How have you been with saving? What are your goals towards your current savings? Those are some things you definitely want to talk about before you get married, because if you have different ideals and how to manage money, that can really be a deal breaker. So it's important to have those conversations up front. And you know what? It doesn't matter. If you are madly in love and you'll stay together no matter what, at least it will give you a nice framework for what to work on so that your marriage can be so much better. Another thing that you want to talk about is your credit score. We all know that a credit score is very, very important. So if you plan on buying property together, whether it be a home or a car or what have you, your credit score is going to be important. So discussing it ahead of time and figuring out if there's something that needs to be fixed, whether you can work on it together or separately, or if it's a deal breaker for you, it's really good to have those conversations before you get married. Wouldn't you agree? The next thing is debt. Debt is a big deal. You definitely want to disclose whether or not you have filed for bankruptcy and how long ago was it, if you did, what your debt is at this current stage in life, whether you owe a lot or whether you have no debt at all. Those are things that need to be discussed because you're going to be in a partnership and you want to make sure that both partners know what's going on so that you can build going forward. Another money conversation that you want to have is how you're going to manage your household finances. Who's going to be responsible for which bills and how you're going to live your lifestyle. Actually, your lifestyle is another money conversation in of itself. Whether one person is going to go out to work, one person is going to stay home, whether or not you're going to have children, which is a big expense. And figuring out all those details ahead of time can really save you a lot of stress during a marriage. So it's highly recommended that you have those conversations prior to getting married. While you're having your money conversations, it's important to identify and dissect your money mindset. Why is it that you think the way you think? If you have a scarcity mindset behind money, why is that? And I really believe that talking about your family history will help with that, but that might need to be a separate conversation. Another money conversation that you're going to want to have is your dreams and goals for your life. What if what you want and what your partner wants is totally different? It's important to talk about it ahead of time. What kind of home you want to live in? Where do you want to live? All those details, and really allow yourself to really dream big and think big about how you want your life to be. And that way you guys could really size them up together and figure out whether or not you're a good fit to work together on those things. If not, you may need additional counseling to figure things out, whether this relationship is going to go forward or whether you need to part ways. But it really gives you a good picture on your compatibility, and it sets you up for success in the future of your marriage. Lastly, I'll talk about premarital agreements, such as a prenuptial agreement. A lot of people shy away from that topic, and I think it's because they don't really understand it. I've done a whole video about prenuptial agreements, and I'll go ahead and link that video so you can take a look at it and get more details on it. But I really believe that that's an important conversation of whether or not you want to have a prenuptial agreement, and then you can go forward to having one if that is right for you. And like I said, that video will explain more about what it is and how to go about having a prenuptial agreement. It definitely is a legal agreement, so you're going to want to have lawyers involved. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I hope that these tips that I've given you really resonate with you, and you can take them and use them to build better relationships and have better conversations about money. Please go ahead and comment below on which one really resonated with you, or if there's another one that I didn't mention that you have in mind. Thank you again for watching. Please go ahead and like this video if you haven't. And remember, change your mind, change your pocketbook.